What is up guys, it's your boy Soul here, back with another Dragonflight gold farming video. So today we're doing something a little bit different, and we're taking a look at a farm that you can do both solo and in a group. And I will tell you right now that there's no reason not to be in a group here when you're doing the farm. But also you can do it solo if you really want to. If you absolutely prefer farming solo, then that is something you can do. It is just, I don't see any downsides to being in a group for the farm itself. So let's talk about the farm itself, where it's located, why we're farming here. And to me, this is a very good farm. You can make a lot of gold per hour, even solo, but you can probably make even more in a group. Actually, not just probably, you will make more in a group. So the item we're farming for here is used in a secret mount that you can get in Dragonflight, and we're farming for the Tuskar jerky. So there are 4 or 3 different types of meat that are used for a mount that you can get in Dragonflight. And the mount we're looking for is the Temperamental Skyclaw that you can find right here. You can search up the questline as well by looking for the name on Wowhead. This is located from a vendor called Sonvogi in the Asia span. And just to show you guys, it's a BOP mount, so it's not like you're going to sell the mount, but a lot of people want to try to get this mount right now. And yeah, you can actually sell these meat that are used in getting the mount itself. Temperamental Skyclaw, it looks like this one right here. A very unique mount skin as well, very cool. It is not a dragon riding mount, it's just a regular one, but a lot of people just want to have it for the collection part of it, just to get this mount. So you can actually make a lot of gold by people going for the mount and you farming the materials that are used in actually buying the mount. So one of the materials that are used in buying the mount, which is also the currently most expensive part of the mount itself, is the Tuskar jerky. And the reason why this one is the most expensive one is that there's no hyperspawn for this one yet. We have a hyperspawn for both the other types of meat that are used in buying the mount. One of them is going for about 50 gold each, the other one is going for 350 gold each, and this one is going for 700. So for this one, I'm basically farming at this camp right here, and I'll show you the location on the map right now. It's all the way down here around this lake in the Asia span at this exact location, and there are 3 main locations at this place you want to be aware of. You have this location right here where you have a couple of beasts, and you have the chief Deadeye as well, plus some howlers and some other mobs spawning around the place. And you might want to look around the outskirts, because there are some stalkers that are stealthed that are walking around this place right here. So just walk around and look for the stealthed mobs and try to pull those as well at the same time. And there's also some skirmishers like this guy just walking along the outside. And over here you have a couple more mobs right at this camp on this side. So pull these mobs as well. Right now you can just kill these or attack these and then go to the middle part. There's most mobs at the middle part. So whenever these are up, like right now, there's a ton of mobs right here. So you can farm this solo or in a group, and in my opinion, if you see someone else farming here, there's no reason not to be in a group. Because it's not like when I loot a meat, you can't loot it. The loot is it's individual. So just be in a group if possible, just to get more stuff. But by being here solo for half an hour, I have gotten 59 Tuskar jerky. I have been vendoring everything else because there's not really that much more noteworthy from the farm. This is the only thing that is actually worth noting here, and the only item of value that will give you your gold per hour. And I'm not going to put any gold per hour values in the title or thumbnail of this video, because it's really dependent on how good you are, your class, your gear, and also just if you're farming solo or in your group, and also the competition on your server. It can be very, very variable. So there's so many variables here that will increase or decrease your gold per hour based on a lot of different factors. That being said, you're probably going to get about 40 to 60 of these per hour, per half hour, the Tuskar jerkies that is. So you're getting a lot of them, and right now I just looted 1 from these mobs right here, and maybe if I'm lucky I'll loot 1 from these mobs right here as well. Actually I didn't this time, but yeah, as you can see, you just tag all of them, you should be fine. And if there's several people farming like there is right now, just go and tag the mobs and try to get the tag. That way you will get the loot as well. And there's always people farming here. Like right now I've been farming here for half an hour and I haven't been alone for a single second. There's always someone else farming, and if they're horde, I just tag the same mob as them, and if they're alliance, I try to invite them so we can just farm together, just to increase the value a little bit instead of competing for the mobs. And that way you can use this as a solo gold farm or a group gold farm. And once again, not putting a gold per hour in the title because it's very hard to predict. Even though it is a region-wide material we're selling on the auction house right now, now. It is selling super quick though, and the current price is 740 gold. So by getting 60 of them in half an hour, based on some quick math here, that should be about 42,000 in half an hour. So about 80,000 gold per hour right now for me personally, based on my current RNG and just my current actual effectiveness. So by playing a monk, I can just pull a lot of them when I'm alone as well. I'm using a AoE, Touch of Death, just to kill them super quickly. So the more gear you have, or the better class you play, the more effective you will be at the farm itself. It's a super good gold farm, and the good thing is there's no profession requirements. A lot of good gold farms in Dragonflight right now have a profession requirement attached to them, where you have to be like a specific specialization point, or you have to be like skinning, with either going into, for example, bait crafter, or you have to go into harvesting, then either trophy collection or meat carving, or you have to go into tanning to get higher tier leather, or you have to go into enchanting, for example, just to go for insight of the blue, or also primal extraction or draconic disenchantment. There are so many requirements and things that will enhance the gold per hour from farms right now, but this one right here, there's no barrier to entry. You can go here right now on an alt at level 16 with no professions and make a ton of gold, either solo or in a group, which I personally think is fantastic. So if you want to test it out, then once again, the location is right here in the Asia span. A very good farm, and right now it's the best one that I've found for this type of meat. So Tuskar jerky is one of the relevant meats for that mount, and this is actually the best location I have found so far for the meat. If anyone finds a better one, please let me know, either in the comment section down below, or join my Discord server or my Twitch. I'm live streaming right now, testing out a bunch of different farms in Dragonflight, just to see what's fun and what gives the most gold per hour, and what can be done solo and what has to be done in a group. We are focusing a lot on group gold farms because there's so many good gold farms out there, and right now you can see once again there's a lot of them spawning, so just try to get some tags if you can. Just get some tags and get some loot. There's so many mobs spawning every now and then. They have a long respawn timer, which is why right now there's no hyperspawn mechanic here, because we tried to be 3 groups of 5 people, where one group stood here, one group stood over there, and one group at the other camp, and not even that triggered the hyperspawn. So it seems to be this one is not hyperspawnable. Maybe if you're like two groups of 4 farming in the middle here, it could be okay for you, but even then you're not going to be triggering any super hyperspawns. So this is a solo gold farm or a group gold farm, but not a hyper spawning gold farm. Either way, that is going to be the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, we're doing weekly giveaways on this channel. We're giving away 1 million gold to 1 subscriber every single week, and all you have to do to participate in that giveaway is subscribe down below and join my Discord server through the link in the video description, and make sure your nickname on my Discord server is the same as your YouTube channel's name. That way I can search through my YouTube subscriber list. I will choose one random person, and if you win, I will then search through my Discord server, and if I find you, I will send you a message. If I don't find you, I will re-choose a new winner, and do that until I find someone that I can contact. Okay, that is basically the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like once again. That's pretty much it though. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace out, guys.